Today I fucked up by creating a fake Tinder account. For the last 4 months, I've been convinced that I've met the love of my life. She's kind, intelligent, and so genuinely empathetic to all those around her, and I've come to consider her just about my closest friend. She's helped me through some real emotional struggles, and I'm so glad to know her. 2 months ago, I asked her out on a date. She said that she wasn't going to be looking for anything for a long time due to coming out of an abusive relationship fairly recently and still dealing with the fallout. This was totally okay with me, and I was just so relieved that her answer wasn't a no. I did tell her though that if she decides this was something that she didn't want, to let me know, because otherwise I would hold out for her as long as need be. A few days ago, she told me that the ex of a mutual friend of ours was trying to hook up with her, which I didn't think anything of. Later that day, our mutual friend had posted on Snapchat that her ex was trying to hook up with one of her friends on Tinder. Light bulbs went off in my head. Fuck up time. I wrestled with it for a few days until curiosity finally got the best of me today. Quickly made a fake Tinder account, swiped for less than a minute, and you know what happens next. I wouldn't be nearly as upset if she was just looking for a hookup or something, but no. The thing that confuses and pains me the most is that she's looking for a long-term partner. Fuck. I understand that this is my fuck up, and I wish I was still living in ignorant bliss, but I am sincerely hurting right now. I even told myself that if I saw her on there, it would crush me and I likely wouldn't be able to truly recover from it, but I did it anyways, and I'm a fucking idiot. I'm 24 and I've never been in a relationship before, just because I wanted to wait for the right person to come along. I didn't want somebody that I had a good connection with. I wanted somebody I have a true emotional bond with so I wouldn't be wasting my time. I really, truly thought that she was the person I had been waiting for. I work with her in 2 days and I don't know how I'm gonna have a conversation with her without bursting into tears. Somebody please tell me something that will make me feel better. Too long did not read. Made a fake Tinder account to see if my love interest was on there. She was. It hurts. Edit. Thank you to everybody who has commented. Even the comments that are harsh or I don't quite agree with. I still appreciate every one of you taking the time to help me and process this better. I decided that I would still like to be friends with her though, or at the very least continue to have fun with her at work, but I won't be trying to win her affection anymore. But she doesn't owe me anything, she's been through enough in her life and I don't want to add to her problems, so the topic of dating is something that will never come up again. You guys helped me to realize how naive I've been in all of this, and even though it still stings and that's not gonna go away anytime soon, I do feel a bit better and I thank you for that. 2 months ago, I asked her out on a date. She said that she wasn't going to be looking for anything for a long time due to coming out of an abusive relationship fairly recently and still dealing with the fallout. This was totally okay with me and I was just so relieved that her answer wasn't a no. My guy, she did give you a no. She tried to spare your feelings. It's time to find a new person. It's very doable. Keep the friendship and start looking to connect with someone new. Keep your head up, my brother. This may feel like the end of the world, but I assure you it's not. You were bound to find out sooner or later. Good luck. Sorry buddy, this is a lifetime lesson. I know it hurts, but it's time to move on. Hey man, I'm sorry to hear that. I know everyone will tell you this, but it truly gets better with time. Now I had one thing to say. Don't build the idea of a relationship up so much. You learn so much about yourself and what you need in a relationships. Don't wait for the perfect person, you might lose them because of it. And remember, the memories you make and the fun you have and the bonds you build in those relationships are not a waste of time, even if it doesn't work out in the end. Today I fucked up by putting a foot on the toilet seat to try and wipe my ass easier. Okay. So I had to do what many of us have to do either multiple times a day or every other day depending on metabolism. I had to take a shit. This is of course something hard to fuck up as we have evolved to specifically be amazing at this particular task above a lot of others. This may make you wonder how in the hell someone could screw up something so simple. Well, I did that just fine, as the problem came afterwards when I was wiping my asshole to get the shit stuck on my ass off of it, as you do. Okay, so this is where the story goes from mundane. Why would you share this, to oh god oh fuck. I put one foot on the floor and for some reason I put the other on the toilet seat to wipe my ass. Now my right foot was on this small shag rug like 12 by 6 inches on the floor, on foot got planted on it. As I started to grab my left cheek to pry open my ass to wipe, the rug began to slip, thus flinging me directly sideways by 90 degrees while still in mid-air, flinging my head directly onto the edge of the bathtub. After I spent like 3-ish seconds trying to comprehend what happened. I then unleashed a blood-curtailing shriek as the pain kicked in and was in pure agony for like 3 minutes. Eventually I started to feel extremely high from adrenaline. It took me a good while of moaning in pain before the adrenaline kicked in, however. I texted someone about this Looney Tunes type shit and they suspected I might have a concussion. Eventually, after arriving, the person was already on their way. Someone said my pupils weren't dilating. As such, I might have a concussion, and noticing this at 10:30 p.m. when if you have a concussion you have to wait 12–24 hours in order to sleep. In other news, I burned my hand on an oven today, got my back torn up from a pool, bashed my pinky toe into a lawn chair while running, sunburned, and several other injuries. Too long did not read. I tried to shit and may have a concussion now. Edit. I was really fucking tired and just went fuck it. As you can tell by me editing this, I did not die. My head hurts still, albeit nowhere near as bad, and I feel a little lightheaded. Edit 2. Just realized a lot of this is unintelligible. Please forgive me for this, as while English is my first and only language, I just smashed my head into a bathtub corner at very high speeds and may have mild brain damage. Wear a helmet next time you take a shit. Side note. I think medic specs have all agreed you no longer have to stay awake if you have a concussion, as long as there aren't any other issues caused by the impact. This is why bidets are superior. If you have a concussion, and are tired, go to sleep. The staying awake shit is old advice that they don't give out anymore. In fact, many sources advise sleep as it helps the brain to heal. As soon as I read the title, I was waiting for the inevitable, "Why do you do it that way?" and the corresponding, "Well, why do you do it that way?" I have to say I'm somewhat disappointed at a little of that conversation has been going on. Today I fucked up for buying 55 cows. First time posting, English is my second language, so go easy on me. Happened 4 hours ago, woke up at 2 due to stress, so went to Reddit to vent. A little over a month ago I bought 3 steers from a website using a credit card which has no spending limit. That was fuck up numero uno. Last night I went to buy 5 more. Who buys cows at night? I know. Unaware said credit card's info was saved for convenience on the website. So instead of using the plus button to add number of steers from 1 to 5, I opted for manually punching in 55, fuck up number 2, and hastily scrolled down to hit checkout. Oh, I was doing this on my phone, by the way. In hindsight, you would think they should add some sort of review order or confirmation step before pay now. So you can imagine how shocked I was when the next thing popped up was, "Thank you for your order," and card was charged $110,000 for 55 steers ordered. Almost instantly got an email from Amex saying they approved my transaction, but I have to make payments soon to enjoy uninterrupted use of my card, which I wish it was interrupted 1 minute prior. Now I just have to wait until morning to call the company and try to cancel the transaction. Too long did not read. I accidentally bought 55 cows on a website using my phone and fumbling fingers with a no spending limit credit card. Edit. Thank you for the upvotes. I was able to get the transaction cancelled. The representative lady called me back. I guess she probably listened to my frantic voicemail I had left at 10:25 p.m. because I could have sworn she had a light chuckle in her voice, trying not to say, "Dumbass, you owe me one." The mental image of 55 bewildered cows arriving at your doorstep in the middle of the night made me laugh. But sorry to hear about it all the same, op. Hope you managed to get the transaction cancelled. All the best. Found another math problem guy. Hope you can cancel this before it fully goes through. That's not the sort of thing you see every day. I assume you are some kind of farmer, where buying cows is a relatively normal thing you do. 55 cows, 55 lambs, 55 pigs, 55 goats, 55 horses, 100 chickens, 100 ducks, 100 geese, 100 turkeys, 100 quails, 55 dogs, 55 cats, 55 rabbits, 55 sheep, 55 mules and 155 bees. Waiting for a similar "Today I fucked up by buying 100 watermelons at 3 a.m. It seems like you're that guy from the math textbook. Today I fucked up by squeezing a blueberry. This happened a few hours ago and also quite gross. You have been warned. I love blueberries. We eat a lot in our house. You know who else likes blueberries? Our dogs. I eat a few blueberries and they eat a few blueberries. This morning I was cleaning up after them and noticed my one dog crapped what looked like a blackish rock in his turd. I don't dig through their crap, but I do look at it and see if things look healthy or if they have been getting into something. Usually grass, parts of a chew toy, etc. Curious, I looked at it a little closer and I'll be damned if it didn't look just like a blueberry. Suddenly, an intrusive thought popped into my head. You should squeeze it to confirm what you think it is. Without hesitation through the dog poop bag I squeezed it and it did exactly what I thought it would do, only worse. It exploded hot, smelly, dog ass juice all over my face. The first thing I noticed was how warm the juice was. The second was the smell. It was absolutely awful. After that, my thought immediately was pink eye. So I bolted to the garden hose and sprayed my face for a couple minutes. I then hopped in the shower. It's now hours later and I'm still seeing in slow motion that blueberry burst into my face. Had some blueberries already and luckily that didn't deter me from never eating them again. So I have that going for me, which is nice. Should I repost this in popping? Too long did not read. Popped a blueberry my dog shit out and got exactly what I deserved. And now you know to never let the intrusive thoughts win again. So you're not a nitpicker. Definitely a shit picker though. Today I fucked up by reading this post. And #X200B. I'm done with the internet for the day, thanks. What a terrible day to be literate. I mean this with the most and genuine concern, what the fuck.